Why is man religious? My response: yes, man is naturally religious, right back from their time from the first day of thanking nature for their hard work given as a reward, which is the basic needs such as food, water, clothing, and shelter. Religion itself means in different definitions in the dictionary or self explanations, which is relationship with an entity, a pathway of faith, and or a pathway itself. The term I made, religion, to put the legion back together, which is reconnect, and simply more on in the word rely. For example, we rely to our parents that give us support in our growing stages of life. Therefore, our parents is our religion. Our teacher give us basic knowledge that we can rely on, and we gave them thanks that we found a career, found connections of life, science, values, morality, and harmony. Then, therefore, who we thinking for is a religion, which is our teacher. All religions say in one way or another that man does not and cannot stand alone. He is vitally related with and even dependent on powers in nature and society external to himself. Dimly of clearly, he know that he is not an independent center of force capable of standing apart from the world, quoted by Nos John B. in Man's Religions. Cannot stand alone makes sense to me because, for example, there is no such thing as self-independent. 60 to 70% of it is an effort of the self in the work or in school, and then 30 to 40% of is on the financial support. We cannot be self-dependent without those kind of elements in which is we cannot get money that easily, so we need transactions to give and receive a certain material we want. Coordination is another word to me, relying to some groups which benefits both parties and factions. In an office, for example, a founder or manager needs his or her advisors, secretaries, other manpower to make the office or establishment alive. Manpower needs motivation to work more, like a manager giving tasks to this workstation to motivate them to work productively. This office needs a different sets of talents and skills that they have to lift each other in this set of field that they can't handle. Another thing that is workstation motivate them to do work is their health, mental health, and financial stability, and those three things would go further as if it forms a web of connections, specifically the relying of some certain thing. An office can collaborate with each other organization dealing with a certain project with a manpower outside the establishment. Differences with those company can make differences if helping each other to lift someone up and benefiting themselves at the same time. So that's why we need someone necessarily to lift us or lift them for us to learn how to be loved. Our minds fly, our heart stays on the ground. Or our hearts fly, our minds stayed on the ground. Now which of these are useful? Our minds fly means to me they find more possibilities, and heart stays on the ground means their heart stays on their principle, their egos, their stand. Our hearts fly means we trust what we desire, and our mind stays on the ground means to me knowing the objectives and limitations. Under of these, or either of these are applied in religion. The study of religion reveals that an important feature of it is a longing for value in life, a belief that it is not accidental and meaningless. The search for meaning leads to faith in power greater than the human, and finally to a universal or superhuman mind which has the intention and will to maintain the highest values in human life by world religions from ancient history to the present. Atheists does not have values or morals without a God. That's why they are called humanists, secularists, heretics, agnostics, apatheists, militants, etc. Naturally, even theists, they too, what's included there, with most of them are using free thinking and logic, and they too can source facts. Theists can do that too. Those knowledge, those informations we found, those people we spend time with, the space, time, dimension, our sensory and intuition, our introspection and extrospection, our thinking and feeling, our perception and judging are our religion. These are the things we value to be human rather than to believe an old man in the sky that we value too much unconditionally, who loved us unconditionally with the book of conditions. We don't rely our thinking with only a book with vague concepts. Our foods is our religion as well, because it feeds us. We are gods for the foods as if we grew and nurture it same as what nature do to growing food. So, religion satisfies a basic human need as much as food satisfies our hunger. We know that eating indiscriminately when we are hungry may stop the pangs of hunger. In the long run, however, it will damage our health. To lead a healthy life, we need food that is wholesome and nutritious. Likewise, we rely to Maslow's pyramid of hierarchical basic needs in order for us to live and to know how to live. We don't live as one person, we live by people who gave us life. Firstly, our parents, teachers, and guidance counselors, friends and enemies, our systems and principles, and other unworldly experiences in our lives.